If you clicked on this video, your hair probably looks something like this. Yeah. I mean, right now I kind of look like prime Justin Bieber, but don't worry because by the end of this video, you're gonna know how to take your hair from this to textured and wavy with minimal work every day. But that is enough yapping from me. Let's get started. Okay, now step one is to get your hair wet. You can do that in the shower, but I'm just gonna use a spray bottle with water in it. I got this continuous spray bottle on Amazon for like $10. I would highly recommend picking one of these up, but it doesn't matter. Just get your hair completely soaking wet. Okay, now that not only my hair is wet, but also my shirt and microphone as well, we can move on to the next step. Okay, now step two is where most of you would grab a regular towel that you just dried your cheeks with and use it on your hair. We're not gonna be doing that today. Instead, you're gonna go into your drawer and find an old t-shirt. I'm going to be using my Attack on Titan shirt because if I ever went out in public with it, I would probably be called the weeb. And you're going to take your Attack on Titan shirt and use it to scrunch dry your hair, just like I'm doing here. This is a lot less rough than a normal towel and will give your hair more definition instead of frizz. And when you're done, your hair shouldn't be dry, but just a bit damp. And now we can move on to step three. Okay, here's where the fun begins. We're gonna start applying products now. This is my favorite pre-styler to use. It's sea salt spray. I literally use it every day. Sea salt spray will give you that beachy textured look, kind of like when you just came back from the beach. Except it has better ingredients and does not have all the tiny bugs that are in the ocean. And you're gonna take your sea salt spray and you're just gonna spray it throughout your hair. Get it just all throughout it. And then you're gonna distribute it by facing downwards and scrunching it up into your hair. Just like I'm doing here in the video, just scrunch upwards. Spoiler alert, we're gonna be doing a lot of scrunching in this video. This is going to start forming those waves and that texture that you're looking for. This is how it should look when you're done. You can already see a lot more texture in it. Now for step four, we're going to apply our main product. This is pretty flexible. I'm going to be using this, which is my product, the Title Texture Paste, but you can also use any clay. Just make sure it has medium to high hold. And you're going to get about a dime-sized amount of the product. This should be enough. Just about a fingertips amount should be enough. And then you're going to spread it through your hands and just rub them together. And make sure to go in between your fingers as well. And then you're going to face down again, just like we did with the sea salt spray, and scrunch it upwards. Just like I'm doing here. Now the final step, step five, is drying. So grab your mom's hair dryer, but don't go crazy on it just yet. You're also going to need a diffuser. Now what a diffuser does is it diffuses, but really it just spreads the air around evenly so it's not just focused on one area like when you're using a normal hair dryer. Now I found that the best way to dry your hair is to start off with the cold setting, dry your hair for about a minute just to lock everything in place, and then after you're done with that, you're going to switch to the warm setting on your hair dryer and dry your hair until it's almost completely dry. You can just dry your hair with the cold setting the entire time, but that takes me forever, so I like to do this instead. And then you're going to switch back to the cold setting to finish drying your hair. I found that this is the most efficient way to dry your hair without risking damaging it. And when you're done drying it, this is how it should look. As you can see, it's way more wavy and textured than before. Here's more up close and personal. I mean, like, come on, look at this. It's way better. Hopefully this tutorial helped you guys out, and if it did, like and subscribe.